The BumbleKast is for entertainment purposes only. The host's comments and opinions and those of their guests are wholly their own and do not represent that of any other entity. Content is provided as is, with no guarantees of accuracy or timeliness.
Welcome to the BumbleKast. I'm your host, Ian Flynn, the Bumble King, and joining me as always is my Bumble co-host, Kyle, JCRB Kraus.
BK, BumbleKast, BK, BumbleKast is here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, we are. And yes, you are. By proxy with your questions from patreon.com/BumbleKast, ko-fi.com/BumbleKast, and by being YouTube members.
Yep. Right as soon as I finished saying that, Jennifer stood up and walked out. She's here, by the way. She's not with us, but she's in the same room as I am. I think she's going to go do something else, or maybe she got sick of me. Who knows? Be about time. I mean, anyway. We got a lot of questions, Ian.
We do. Thankfully, I can provide a lot of answers. They may not be accurate. They may not be entertaining. They may not even be right. But by God, I have answers.
So at least we're honest about them being right or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andrew D. is going to start us off here. We return from Anti-Worlds Unite with our final Anti-Archie Mega Man story. A mishap caused Dr. Light to see visions of the future, but they quickly faded. Then Breakman kidnapped Kalinka Cossack. He sought out Dr. Lilinde for help and then dubbed himself as Proto-Man. Then Mega Man helped the active, wily robot masters adjust to their new life and return home to Light Labs in time for Dr. Cossack to declare war against him with 8 robot masters. How's this play out?
All right, so
The aborted Mega Man 4 arc.
So Light seeing the future, I guess, would still play out roughly the same. That was one big love letter to the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And it was such simple nods. I can't see the anti-slant being portrayed too deeply. I guess the main takeaway from this would be Anti-Light is real put out that he doesn't see himself all the way in the future. There's a lot of robots fighting, but he's not king of Earth yet. How does that make any sense? That's not right. Breakman kidnapping Kalinka. Let's see. In this, we had Anti-Blues is against Dr. Light out of actual real principles. And Dr. Wily is playing the bad guy so that he can openly confront Light, who is the secret bad guy. So to turn this on its head a bit, I guess Wily figured out that Cossack was about to make his move, sensing weakness in Light Labs. So he takes Kalinka hostage to go, no, I don't you take over the world too. Only one mad scientist at a time. And Breakman goes along with it because he's protecting the kid, getting him out of a bad household. Except Kalinka's like totally in on it. And, during the ransom video is shouting, attack them, Papa! Glory to Cossack Labs! Blow them up! And it's like, okay. What kind of milk we putting in your Cheerios, kiddo?
Yeah, apparently.
What do we have for Dr. Anti-Lilinde?
I can't remember. Did we have anything? We had to have.
Well, we must have touched on it when we did Spiritus.
She had to have come up multiple times. Like, I can't think of it, though. Like, maybe
I guess if we're doing
isn't she, like, deliberately withheld personality from her creation?
Maybe
something like that. I forget.
This particular story arc was her helping Blues find his affirmation.
Yeah.
So the anti-twist would be that she's just trying to argue him down. No, you're a machine. You're a tool. You serve a purpose. You're not an individual. To which Blues says, "Nuh-uh."
That would fit, actually. Yeah.
Still punches the wall because that's a good scene.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's like one of the best scenes in the whole book. Like, you can't not have him punch the wall.
Mega Man helping the Wily Bots get back into society is just him seeding sleeper agents back into society.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Light will flip the switch and they'll run amok at some point.
Okay.
And yeah, Dr. Cossack is legit trying to take over the world. And I guess if we ever got to Mega Man 4, he would just play the trump card of, oh no, Dr. Wily kidnapped my daughter. I didn't do anything bad. I was forced to do this. And Dr. Light's like, I own you, so I will corroborate.
Yeah, pretty much.
What a horrible, horrible universe.
Pretty much. Yeah. Hey, you made it.
He made me.
He made you make it? Yeah, okay. We'll blame Andrew.
He got all these priority questions. He made me do it. It's Andrew D's fault.
We love you, Andrew. This has been a fun...
Limber up before I pass that buck.
This has been a fun thought experiment either way. So thank you, Andrew.
It has been challenging at some points.
Yes, it has. All right, we got another question from another Andrew. This time, Andrew from VA. Ian Flynn, you are forced to retire one Robot Master from every game after Mega Man 6, since the Robot Master Museum wasn't built until Mega Man 7 to the Robot Master Museum. This includes Mega Man 7, 8, 10, 11, and Mega Man and Base. I skipped Mega Man 9 because all those Robot Masters are already being scrapped. Which do you save and which do you retire to the Robot Master Museum?
Well, if we're retiring them, they're put on display, and the other ones just maintain their operations?
I don't know exactly. I guess it's just choose one to put away.
Okay. If we're going to just shuffle this one off into the back room.
Yeah, pretty much. Mega Man 7.
Dear Ian, make every Mega Man fan mad.
Well, at least not everyone, but someone's a fan of all of these. So
since we're doing everything 7 to 10, 9 excluded, which makes sense.
Yeah.
We're going to piss off somebody, I guarantee.
Oh. Yeah, absolutely. I'm personally waiting. I'm personally wondering who you're going to say for 7 so I can be angry or not.
I think I'll put Freeze Man goes in the back corner.
Freeze Man? It's got to be.
He's over-designed. He's got too much going on. He looks like a Reploid.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, sure. But I mean, that's kind of cool, though. Like, No,
it fudges the classic and X eras. There's so much that comes after. Nah.
Yeah, but at least he's not Spring Man.
What's wrong with Spring Man? He's got a spring in his step.
He's a spring,
He can go downstairs alone or in pairs.
He's a
spring over your neighbor's dog.
He's a spring man.
Yeah. Simple. Eloquent. Brilliant. Springy.
Very springy. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see who I make mad by throwing Spring Man under the bus. All right, what about Mega Man 8?
Tango Man.
Yeah?
I don't like him.
I just said Clown Man, but
Not fond of Clown Man either, but he's got kind of a fun evil vibe to him. Tango Man.
Yeah.
I don't like him. I don't like the design to him. Just don't like him. Yep. Go right next to the Freeze Man.
Let's see. Trying to look up Tango Man here real quick, because I don't actually remember what he looks like. Okay. Boy, he's like every color possible, isn't he? That's what about some of these later Robot Masters. It's like, choose a color scheme. Oh well. Mega Man and Base. Some of these are repeats actually from Mega Man 8. Not all of them though.
And I guess it would be cheating to be saying Tango Man again. But...
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like all the Mega Man and Base ones.
There's not really anything like Burner Man's a little awkward, but man, he's got some energy to him.
Yeah.
Pirate Man's a little over designed, but he really gets into the act, so I can't really fault him for that.
Yeah. And I just love Magic Man just for the name. Like, how did it take them 9 games? How did it take them 9 games to come up with that one?
Astro Man, I dig.
Yeah.
Maybe Cold Man or Ground Man, just because they don't grab me as much as the others, but dang.
Yeah.
Flip a coin.
Yeah. All right, Mega Man 9. This is a hard one for me, personally.
Well, we're skipping Mega Man 9.
Oh, right, we are, because they're all getting retired. Yeah, never mind. Good. That's easy. Thank you for giving that out to us. All right, Mega Man 10.
Nitro Man.
Ugh.
Like, I don't have anything against the transforming gimmick. That's fun, but he doesn't look like he transforms. It just looks like he got hit by a bike and it's stuck in his torso.
I mean, yeah, but that's
That's like the cheapest dollar store GoBot.
Yeah, but that's kind of funny.
See, if we're going for so stupid it's funny, I'm fine with Strike Man.
A Strike Man I'm okay with, yeah.
Nitro Man, no, he needs to go a little further one direction or the other.
Yeah.
Like if it was like more of a, like if he was a torso built into a bike, so he's always riding it, sure, I'd be on board with that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But no, as he is, not digging it.
I don't hate Nitro Man, but he's no Turbo Man.
No.
I'm being asked, what about Spoon Man? It's like, no, that's a different thing. All right, Mega Man 11.
Maybe Blast Man. I'm not fond of his palette.
Yeah. I was going to say Block Man, but I realized I kind of love Block Man. He's blocks.
Je ne sais quoi.
He's blocks. Yeah. What about Particle Man? What about Fork Man? Being asked all sorts of questions. No. They're not real. They should be, though, dang it. Oh, well. Did we cover them all? Yeah, we did. All right. Well, whoever we made mad, we're sorry. If we
we're not. Tell us why we're wrong in the comments below.
Or that.
Or the great lengths.
Okay, please do that.
Tell all your friends what we're wrong and tell them to comment as well.
Okay, good. Yeah, do that. All right, question from Mark Beetle. Why can you answer questions about the Blue Rat at MagFest, but not here?
Didn't we already cover this 6 months ago?
We might have.
We did MagFest.
We might have, not on the show, not on this show. We brought it. Okay. We talked about it at MagFest during the time we were there at the panels, but we didn't really mention anything about it here. So it's a legitimate question.
Okay. It's been 6 months. I'm tired of coming back to this topic.
I know.
We signed on to MagFest well before we had to pivot with BumbleKast itself. And we were contractually bound to be at MagFest. There was paperwork involved.
Right.
And that MagFest was heavily Sonic styled. So that was special circumstances. And, at the show, we made it clear, special circumstances. So
yes,
we are no longer under those special circumstances. We're back to good old vanilla flavored BumbleKast. And that's what we got.
That's what we are now. Yep.
Same fizz, just a little more bitter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well. Be free of the brain rot. It's okay to like other things. Butter Noodles asks, Deltarune Chapter 3 plus 4 spoilers. What are your favorite tracks from the new chapters? Any big highlights for you? I gotta be honest, haven't listened to any of them.
For me, I was surprised that a lot of it didn't stick out to me as much as Chapter 2. I feel like Chapter 2 hit a peak that 3 and 4 didn't quite reach. But, this is taking it very much piece by piece with months, if not years in between. It'll be a completely different experience when the game is done and, consuming it all. As a matter of fact, Aaliyah's doing her run through now, and she's in Chapter 2, and there's stuff that is preluding to Chapter 3 that I completely forgot. And it's like,
oh,
he has this all thought out. This isn't being built, bit by bit. There is a plan, and I am just barely comprehending some of it. So anyway, back to your question. The track that I keep coming back to specifically is, I don't know the name of the track itself, but, and again, spoiler warnings, you said it, I'm reinforcing it here. The track that I keep coming back to is the fight with the Roaring Knight. Black Knife. Okay. Track is named Black Knife. That is one of the, it's really unsettling, especially the start, but man, it gets the blood pumping. It's not like, Neo Spampton's fight, which is just a rollicking good time. There's some menace to it, to be sure, but you're really into it. You want this fight. This is fun. Same with Jevil. There's a little bit of malice in there, but it's mostly just good fun. Same with Tenna.
Yeah.
Roaring Night, it's very clear you're in for a bad time. And I still refuse to believe anyone is actually legitimately beating that fight without it being like slowed down 700%. How do you people have these dragonfly like twitch reflexes? I do not comprehend it.
Yeah.
Oh, and secret boss fight of chapter 3? Is it 3? No, 4. Darn it, they came out at the same time and I get them conflated. The one that involves turtle shells. We'll put that. Yes, it's a reprisal of another track, but it's a really good one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm trying to think of like a track like to compare it to from the one I can think of like from Undertale, the original game. Like Undyne's theme, battle theme.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is it along those same lines? Okay.
Yep.
Man, her theme is freaking awesome.
Yeah, you'll hear it and you'll go, I know what he's doing here, and then you don't care because it's just such a neat new twist on it.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
And then the implications during that battle are just like the lore, Kyle, the delicious lore.
Oh man, it's all connected. All right, C-Man has a question. Have either of y'all watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine? If so, what's your favorite moment/episode?
I need to. I've only seen bits and pieces, you know?
I have seen like every meme. Who the one with the puppy where I don't know her name.
I've only known this dog for 5 minutes.
I've only known this dog for 5 minutes, but if anything happened to him, I'd kill everyone in this room and then myself.
No, you won't.
It's like, that's pretty good. That's pretty funny.
And double shame on me because I was a gigantic fanboy of Andre Braugher.
Yeah.
And it is tragic that he is no longer with us.
I know that like you look up Brooklyn Nine-Nine in GIFs, and it's like most of them are his. It's like,
yeah,
man, he
had
good.
a presence. Like my first exposure to him was in a cop drama called Homicide: Life on the Streets.
Okay, yeah,
which was one of the first pieces of media to do the kind of shaky cam, rough footage approach. It wasn't very clean shots like you'd see in Law and Order or most everything else. It felt a little more like camcorder footage, which gave it a much more visceral feel to it.
Yeah.
And he played the homicide detective Frank Pimbleton, and every scene he was in was just fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you looked forward to the episodes where he put the perpetrator in the confession booth to try to get a confession out of him, because just the interactions, the intensity from him. And when we were watching House, he was Dr. House's psychologist in a season.
Wait, was he? I don't remember that at all. He was on House? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And like, I liked House well enough. It was a fun enough premise. You know, the cast was engaging. I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll watch it. Sure. And then it's him, and I'm like, oh, yeah. All right, here we are. Yep. I'm good.
Okay, is that the point where House started getting really good?
I seem to remember it was a pretty solid season.
Yeah. I'm
I don't know what season it was, but
I'm trying to remember. Like, there was definitely a turning point with House where it's like, yeah, all right, this is pretty cool, and then it's like, oh, okay, I get it.
And then it took a turn where it's like they're just making excuses to go back to the formula.
Well, yeah, there was some of that, but anyway, regardless, we're not talking about House. We're talking about Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I'll get to it eventually.
Show I should probably watch. It seems like it'd be up my
Add it to the list.
Yep. I'm being told by Aaliyah that me and her were the ones watching House, and you were just like over in the corner, like, is it lupus yet? No, Ian, that's the whole point. It's never lupus. Except it was that one time.
Interesting revisionist perspective that wasn't asked for.
Except it is that one time. There was one time where it was lupus. All right, KB has a question. We know how much you dislike the rabbits, so if you're given the opportunity to make any changes to the characters in order to make them more palatable to you, what would those changes be?
That's not fair.
Uh-huh.
Honestly. The rabbits are what they are. They are popular and beloved and enjoyed for all the reasons I hate. And that's me. That's my baggage. There's nothing to change or improve because then it wouldn't be rabbits anymore.
Yeah.
Same as the Minions or, tuberculosis. I can't change something just because I don't like it.
Wow.
So, sure, I could say an acid burn would be so much better if you changed this, that, and the other, but it wouldn't be an acid burn anymore. Same goes for the rabbits.
Wow.
So...
tuberculosis. Wow. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. I figured that the changes you would make to the rabbits would be to have them splayed out on the floor in a bloody dead pile.
Well, okay. Let's do a pass at this that isn't just hand wavy.
Okay.
I remember when they were first shown off as part of whatever Rayman game that never happened, and they were treated as the zombie horde.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
That was funny to me, to have these vaguely albino rabbit creatures of varying sizes and gameplay types acting as the mindless horde. And it's funny because what is traditionally these horrible creatures is being replaced with fuzzy animals. That's a cute subversion. I think that's funny. That would make for good fodder for Rayman to just pummel his way through. Sure. I can get behind that. Then they became what they are.
What they are.
I don't like them.
I totally understand. I'm not really a super rabbits guy either, but I'm not out here dragging him behind the bus or anything, but
No, that's my job.
Yeah.
And we have fun with that premise, but it's entirely me. This is my bias. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. I'm not saying that they are wrong in their concept or execution. It's just not to my taste.
Right.
But it's funnier for me to be frothing at the mouth, angry at them, because you guys find that entertaining.
Yes. That has been a gold mine on this show since the beginning of the year.
It's a frustrating recurring element of my life. Because people find my anger, my actual righteous indignation, hilarious to behold. And that... is frustrating.
Ian, I told you.
It's good content for the show, so...
Ian, I told you. The madder it makes you, the more people are going to push that button. And guess what? I was right.
Is it time? Press the button.
Yes.
Wow!
It's true. Comic the Hedgehog asks, who are Ian Flynn and Kyle Krause, and what is the BumbleKast? Wrong answers only.
A miserable pile of secrets. How about you?
Are we secrets? I think that is a wrong answer. Oh, what is this? What is this? What is a wrong answer?
A well-timed and articulate insight into pop culture media.
The president and the prime minister.
The walrus and the carpenter.
The second coming. I don't know where we're going, but...
More like Second Impact. Shinji getting the frickin' BumbleKast. Oh, God, I'd look terrible in a plug suit.
No,
next question.
Never mind. No, not that. We are wild stallions. No, that's not right either. I think that was actually the point. Conga asks, your hair looks different between photos, so I have to ask, do you wear wigs? Have you worn wigs? Will you wear wigs? When will... Oh, dinner's ready. See ya.
Actually, I have a switch on my back, and when you flip it up, the hair comes out, and when you flip it down, it sucks back into the
No, you've
Save
just had,
so much money at the barbershop.
you've just had a few different looks over the years. You know, I'm pretty consistently boring. But your hair's been. You've gone through different permutations of hair over your history.
Real answer is my hair grows in really thick and really fast.
So does mine, but I don't know. It's different from yours.
Yeah, I will get a full head of hair shoulder length that's like a fistful thick within 4 months.
Okay, yours grows even faster than mine. Holy crap. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, like if I leave it alone for like a year, I'll have a ponytail easy. I've donated my hair at least once.
Okay.
And it is so thick and luxurious and heavy. It is just suffocating in the summer.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. So I buzz it down in the hotter months so that I can at least breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when winter rolls around, I grow it out again and I don't need a hat.
Yeah. I have thick hair that grows pretty quick too, but it does not grow that fast. So
Short answer, I have a winter coat and a summer coat.
yeah, well, there you go. That makes sense.
I'm a mink.
All right, here's one from Corville. X, Zero, and Axel go on a boys' night out to medieval times. How does it all go, and what wild antics ensue?
X just wants to understand the culture.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to pass judgment. He's really confused why everyone is celebrating a time period where they didn't have clean water. Okay, just explain this thing. He wants to understand. Zero is looking at all the blacksmith stuff, all the weapons, and going, it's cute. Look at mine. And Axel is messing with people's heads, shape-shifting to be like a wizard and an orc and whatever else is needed to just spice things up a little bit.
Okay. So what? Are you saying Axel works at medieval times?
No. He trolls medieval times.
Oh, okay.
Like he makes all the actors look bad because he's just that much better.
Okay. That makes sense.
It kind of backfires when he starts menacing people as a really cool looking Black Knight, and Zero thinks it's a legit enemy, so he goes to actually stab him.
No. Oh.
And then X is trying to stop the fight because there's civilians involved, and it just becomes a thing. And that's when, Vile rides in on his horse with a little plasma spear. Have at you! And it becomes a big problem.
Of course, Vile rides in on a horse, just a regular horse, not like not a robot horse, not a mechanoid horse, just a horse.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be in theme with it. X, you schlub, you can't ride a horse? Pathetic. Get on his level. And X is like, this is ridiculous. Horses have been extinct for hundreds of years. And that's when Zero rides up on another actual horse.
Yeah.
Exactly. Dude, you really need to get on his level.
Exactly.
Don't worry, I got this.
Exactly.
And everyone's wondering why the mead tastes funny. It's because Sigma's infected it. He's going to turn everybody into medieval Sigmas.
Oh, no. Ow. Oh, boy. Silliness. All right, DDRMM has a question. As an apology for a previous question, now I'll ask you to indulge in some rule of cool, or funny if you choose. What would your fighting game's super/finishing moves be, and what do you say during them? As usual, Kyle may answer too.
Well, if it's any consolation, I have no idea what you asked last time. So
yeah, I don't remember.
No lasting damage there.
Been a while. I'm pretty sure we have talked about something like this before, and I threw out that yours would be definitely called the hashtag knowing smile.
Yeah, all right.
Yep. I don't know what mine would be. Giggling and laughing at you for no reason.
Yep.
That's mine. I don't do anything else.
So much seismic giggling, it just rattles the opponent into pieces, Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah. Yep. Something like that.
Giggleality. Kyle wins. Flawless victory.
See? Happened right now. Happens every time. Can't stop. It's become just a tick. I can't prevent it. And I can't prevent Dove from asking this question. What's a show or game you can remember vividly or even just passingly, but nobody else ever seems to know or talk about? Mine was a sci-fi action cartoon called Spiral Zone. Nobody seems to remember it until I show them the intro. And even then, they only seem to kind of remember.
That one doesn't ring a bell.
Gotta be honest, I'd never heard of it. I do not know.
So now I want to see the intro to see if it's like, oh yeah, that show.
Might have been before my time. I'm curious.
There's a show I watched as a little kid that involved a bunch of cartoon insects in various sleep gear seeking out this glowing water that was like the source of their power, but also delicious. And that was like their sole motivation. Find the glow water or whatever it was so that they could consume it. And I know I had one of the toys because it would glow in the dark. And I don't know if it was a series or a one-off or what, but glow bugs, was it called maybe? I don't remember. Not fully.
Glowworms, apparently.
Glowworms?
That's what I'm told.
Somebody remembers it.
I think Dove is the one who remembers it. Dove remembers a lot of these things.
Well, all right.
Also,
so I'm not crazy
also,
in
Noni,
that regard.
Also, Noni remembers a lot of these things, or at least knows a lot of these things. Yep. So.
All right, Noni, draw a glowworm eating a rabbit. That's the thumbnail.
Maybe it could be on there somewhere. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that I remember like that nobody else seems to. Like, I don't know if it's nothing stuck with me or if I'm just like Glow Friends. There it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Like, that's the problem. Is that like it's probably something I haven't thought about in years, and yet it'll come up with me. It'll come up to me, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah." But now, as I'm trying to think of it on command, I can't think of anything. Well, maybe that's my problem. I'm just too basic. All right, Flynn Toaster has a question. When adding to an already existing franchise or project, how much of the work do you need to consume, or how much research do you need to do?
As much as possible.
I would assume it depends on like the scale of the project as well.
True. Like if you're doing just like a single one-off tie-in, you need to know who the characters are and what their immediate history is at least. And this falls to the editor as well. They're the ones who are overseeing the narrative, so they should be running interference on you. Yeah. To make sure that you have the resources you need and that you aren't stepping on anybody's toes or making a narrative gaff mistake.
Like just like that
right now.
Just like that.
Digging straight down into the sweet earth.
Good example right there. Just as it happened. Wow. Beautiful.
But if you're doing a long term, I think you need to invest significantly. If you're jumping in to do an arc in a comic series, read what came before.
Yeah.
At least the main series. If it's a cartoon series, get at least the most recent season. And are you doing a new interpretation of it? So do you want to not retread old ground? Or is this supposed to be something that would slot into the TV series continuity? A lot of factors to consider, but I would say the general rule of thumb is research as much as you can.
Alrighty. Here's one from FMS Draws. Say, do Robot Masters count as people enough to be Lighteners in the Dark World, or do they just become dark, twisted versions of themselves? What about Reploids?
Oh, this is another one that's going to make people angry.
Uh-oh.
Reploids, I would think, maintain themselves because they are living robots. They are not quite at the same level as X, but they are still like a species. They are not just machines. They are living machines.
Okay, Lighteners are a thing from Deltarune. Got it. Okay.
Yes, the human monster real people are the Lighteners.
Okay.
Darkners are creatures created from inanimate objects, playing cards, board game pieces, etc.
Right. Okay. I think did that come up in Undertale, or was that Deltarune only?
That's Deltarune only.
Okay.
Undertale is just humans and monsters.
Right. Okay.
Because with Deltarune, it's like different dimensions entirely, whereas Undertale was just physical location.
Right.
So the question here is, are the robot masters things that are transformed by the dark world into darkners, or are they realized enough individuals that they would maintain themselves as darkners, like how the main party maintains themselves when they go over?
Okay.
And that's the tricky distinction, because the robot masters, to be something different than the Reploids, they cannot be fully realized individuals. They are machines driven by their coding and extremely lifelike AI. But we know they fudge that line real hard.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fudge my answer and say they are altered as darkners, but they can be restored to their original selves / they retained their key personality traits.
Okay. I think they have strong enough personalities and enough humanity to be like, okay, you're not human, but you have human elements. Something like that.
And I don't know how Duo fits into any of that. He's an alien.
It's not, yeah, don't think about that too hard. Don't think about that too hard. I'm being asked by Noni, what side of the fountain are they on when it happens?
We're going to assume light world, because there are no robot masters in the dark world.
That we know of.
Question mark?
That we know of, until Toby Fox comes out and is like, yep, we're crossing over with Mega Man. It's like, how'd that happen? Don't know.
Well, you say that, and there is an Easter egg that is a reference to Mega Man X. So,
yep. I do know about that. I mean, there's more than one reference to Mega Man throughout this Undertale Deltarune stuff. I mean, obviously. Listen to some of the music. Just some of the tunes alone are like, oh yeah, okay. All right, Frozen Apple Juice asks, Chaozu is my favorite Z fighter. Yes, really. But my poor boy only gets crumbs, to say the least, even in OG Dragon Ball. How would you write a Chaozu-centered story at any point in time?
You know what? You got me there. Because I don't know what Chaozu's deal is. And I don't think a lot of people do either. It's just like, what is he? Is he just a strange little man boy doll? Is he something mystical? Is he just part of the weird, wonderful world of Akira Toriyama? What is he?
He's just hanging out, man.
So I think a Chaozu-centric story, I think would, for me, at the very least, would be centered on just redefining who he is and what his deal is. Because he kind of just shows up after a point.
Yeah.
Like, my experiences mostly with Z. I don't know how he was really portrayed in OG Dragon Ball. So when he showed up in Z, it was like, here's the weird little doll with Tien-Shan, and he blows himself up but doesn't successfully kill Nappa. And then he's just one of the extras that shows up. Like you said, they barely throw him crumbs. So, like, what is his deal? Why is he still training? Why is he with Tien? What is their particular bond? What is it that Chaozu wants out of all this? What are his aspirations? Redefine what the little guy is. And I think that would be story enough to get you at least a little mileage.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. Godzilla has a question. Ian, what would you do if Godzilla attacked Toronto?
Watch.
Run outside and be like, yes, finally.
What else can I do? I ain't going to fight him. Come on now.
No one's going to be fighting Godzilla if he attacked Toronto for real.
And what? Run? To what end? It's Godzilla!
To where?
If the collateral damage is going to hit me, it's going to hit me.
Yeah.
Could be out in bloody Hamilton. I'd still be hit by the nuclear fire breath. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Exactly.
No, if Godzilla's attacking Toronto, he's defending it from something, and it's going to be spectacular to watch. And if I get caught in the crossfire, at least I go out in the coolest possible fashion.
I'm being told that what we should do is summon King Kong. It's like, no, I don't think so.
Dude, have him climb the CN Tower.
Because then they'd fight
people's elbow off the top onto Godzilla. Yeah,
Because then they'd fight, but then they'd just become friends and start causing damage everywhere else. I guess that's not really a problem.
I'm not seeing the issue here, Kyle.
Yeah, okay, you got me. You got me. I do like doing the people's elbow off the top of the CN Tower. That's very funny. All right. Gideon W. asks, you have a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pitch a Drogoon animated project, but oh no, you are too sick to go and can't reschedule. You only have 2 options to go in your place, Spampton and Rekgar. Who do you choose?
Well, what I choose to do is drag my sniffling, coughing, near corpse-like self to that pitch meeting.
Saw that one coming.
But that's not the spirit of the question.
No.
So I'm going to go with Rekgar, because Rekgar, as nigh incomprehensible as he is still going to pitch using sales jargon. Well, some CEO in the room will pretend to understand it.
I thought that was Spampton's whole shtick, though.
Spampton has that shtick, but with an extra layer of malice and terror.
I guess that's true. Although maybe they would feel so threatened by Spampton that they would go through with it and greenlight it because, otherwise he'd kill them.
What if they greenlit at that point? I don't want to see the final pitch, Doc.
Okay, true.
I'll tell for the whole family massacre. No.
No.
I'm going with Rekgar. Thank you.
Okay.
I would much rather dare to be stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Heroes Squad is here with our last question before I take a break. Super Mario X Marvel. How does it go?
Mario with Captain America's shield with a little Starman at the center would be pretty cool.
Surprisingly good.
Not gonna lie.
Surprisingly well. Yeah, I can see it.
Luigi riffing on Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I get behind it.
Yeah.
I'm more entertained with the idea that Bowser makes an alliance with Hydra because Hydras are really heckin' cool dragons, and he's a heckin' cool dragon, so of course they're going to team up.
Exactly.
And then he finds out what they really are, and he's like, oh, wait, no, I can't have my son associated with this. Back it up. We're going back to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Let's see. Wario. Is Wario just Wolverine? Wolverine. Oh no.
What I do isn't very nice. He just has a bunch of steak knives in his hands.
Pretty much. Oh man. Wario versus the Hulk. Oh boy. World Wario Hulk. Terrible. I'll show myself out. Oh boy. There's lots of silliness that could happen here. Waluigi is Deadpool.
You got Yoshi and Hawkeye.
Oh no.
Absolute
but also
crack
yes.
shots with that egg.
But also yes. Oh boy. Oh well. There's a lot of possibilities here, but we could be here all day talking about this, so we should probably actually go take that break and then come back with more on this BumbleKast.
We're the bee and the berry. I'm the bee.
Jobs. No, I'm the bee.
Oh, my bad. We can got that right.
No, we can get that.
Okay. We're the bee and the berry.
I'm the bee.
And I'm Strawberry.
And The Bee and the Berry is an irregularly scheduled podcast where we talk all things Sonic, writing fan fiction, and fan creation.
We snoop around at fan events, review the latest and hottest Sonic content, and host interviews with our fellow Sonic fan creators.
Just girly things.
And hey, if you want, you can totally send us any discussion topics or questions you'd like us to talk about, and we might answer them.
Or we might not.
But hey, you never know. You can find us on Twitter, Blue Sky, Tumblr, and YouTube at The Bee the Berry.
Okay, we're running out of time here. Gotta grow fast.
Ciao!
We're back, and we are starting off with a question from Jeremy and Rachel. Ian is a fellow appreciator of Sky Pirates, Anthro or otherwise, and knowing that you're not very familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh!, I have to inform you of one particular archetype. A quick image search for Yu-Gi-Oh! For Hire, yes, it's a pun, and you'll see some great designs that sadly have no story attached to them. I have my own Sky Pirate characters too. My question is, Tailspin, Skies of Arcadia, and Dragoon. What is it that makes Sky Pirates so cool to you? Kyle, you can weigh in on this too.
Well, the swashbuckling fantasy of pirates is just fun.
I think
that's all there is to it.
I think really what makes Sky Pirates so cool is that they're pirates and they're in the sky.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really need to be any more than that. That's the point I was going to get
to. It's like,
yeah,
it seems incredibly simple, but it's self-evident.
Exactly.
You have all the swashbuckling yar-har fun, but it's also with airplanes.
Yeah.
Or things that fly like airplanes, which,
yeah,
you know,
like flying ships, literal ships, you know, like they normally would go in the water, but they're up in the air.
It's peanut butter and chocolate. They're great, you know, in and of themselves, and together they're delicious. It's just, it is. It simply is.
Exactly.
You know me. I like to deconstruct and wax philosophical, but here there isn't really a lot of room to do so. Pirates fun. Airships fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Together, more fun.
Exactly. I'm glad we're on the same page on this. Just big dumb fun. That's really all you need in life sometimes. Most of the time for me. And Sky Pirates, they fit that bill. Here's one from Knuckles Omega. Sparkster crossover with Outlaw Star. How does it go?
You may have stumped me on that one.
Really? You know what
I'm not super familiar with Sparkster, but he's generally just a good guy, right? He is a chivalrous knight.
Yeah. He's one of them blue furry heroes from the 90s. You know, there were a few of those.
I mean,
he has a little bit of an attitude, but not so much, I guess.
I guess by that virtue alone, he would be a comedic foil against Gene and the rest of the crew because they're all delinquents to some degree or another.
Maybe.
But
it's like taking a bunch of taking a bunch of criminals and shoving a paladin with them. It's like, what do you do? What do they do?
Yeah, you can have some fun with that, I guess.
Yeah.
Give him a full anime style action sequence with that rocket pack and his sword against the On-10-7. Now we're talking.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a bit of chili sauce on your pizza.
As a Sparkster fan, I am down. Make him do cool stuff. That's really all you need.
Yep, maybe give him the controls of the Outlaw Star and he starts like sword fighting with it. Because if anybody's going to be a sword fighter, it's going to be him. I
mean, I'd hope so. Wouldn't that be weird if he wasn't?
And yeah, I know the Outlaw Star had like that kind of axe thing, but I mean like a sword, like a proportionately large knight's sword. And don't question where it came from. Sparkster is an Outlaw Star. We are already throwing out any degree of logic.
Pretty much. For some reason,
Airlock, whatever.
I don't know. For some reason, I'm now getting like Bucky O'Hare vibes from this whole idea. I don't know enough
Not wrong.
I don't know enough about Outlaw Star to be able to say if that's accurate, but it kind of feels like that. I don't know. Something about that. That's what it makes me think of. All right, Chrysalis has a question. Hey, Ian and Kyle, if y'all could pitch a sequel of Jet Set Radio to Sega, what new elements would y'all want to include in the story/gameplay? How about kids who turn into squids? And ink everywhere. And, I don't know.
Now, I'm not super familiar with Jet Set Radio, but were there rival gangs or was it just
I think that was like
the crew versus the police?
I think it was the whole point was that there were different rival gangs and the police were just one of them.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a bunch of different like rival gangs in Jet Set Radio. Yeah.
Because I don't think you're too far off with the idea of Splatoon and having the tagging system be more territorial focused. Like the better the tag, the bigger the tag, the more intricate or whatever, the more territory you claim and the longer it lasts. But it's also harder to pull off, and that puts you at more danger of being reported and confronted.
I could see that. Something like that. It's an interesting idea.
But I wouldn't want to reinvent the wheel too much because it's doing tricks, going fast through the city.
Yep.
And throwing up your signs before moving on. You want to keep that fast pace and skill based system. If you add anything more, then you kind of break the flow of that.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Maybe more tricks, more like incidentals, stuff that increases your progress or success if you pull them off, but are not like essential to core success.
Yep.
I don't know. That's a tricky one.
Yep. Of course, you got to make sure you have Hideki Naganuma on the soundtrack. That's the most important part. You can't have a Jet Set Radio game without him there. That's like the required by law. Pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, that's really about it. Don't want to go too crazy. Maida Gebara asks, in a DC story he wrote, how come the Speed Force couldn't handle the power Flash was trying to take care of? It was like moving through fog. Was that due to power differences / power levels? No names.
It was just the strange, chaotic nature of the force he was messing with.
Moreless.
By its very nature, it cannot be clearly defined or quantified or compared to other things.
That's not going to stop anybody, Ian, and you know it.
I can try.
It will never stop. All right, Moreless asks, in the years since Mario Odyssey's release, Pauline has had a big comeback into the mainstream of Nintendo games, appearing in major spin-offs and being given a more defined character. What are your thoughts on Pauline's comeback, particularly for her role in Donkey Kong Bonanza?
Really neat to see an obscure character get reinvented and added back into the mix and done so successfully.
I mean, she's been around for forever, and she's appeared multiple times in other things. It's not like she's been completely gone, but...
No. But I feel like she's become more defined. She's become more of a regular name. Less of a, oh, hey, it's her again. And more like, yeah, she's a mainstay now.
Yeah.
For Bonanza, I haven't played it. I don't know when I will get to. I know it's a fool's errand, but the continuity bugs me. How does this make any sense? Which version of DK? Which is this like actual Pauline as a kid? Is it Pauline's daughter, Pauline Jr.? How does this work? What is I mean, she seems to be having fun with DK as they smash things. That's cute, but I don't know, man.
What's the timeline? Don't worry about it.
I know.
If you're wondering how it all works, if you're wondering how they eat and breathe and other science facts,
it was almost working, Kyle.
It didn't have.
I could almost make sense of it, and then they're like, "Nope." And it's like,
I think that's the whole point. I think that's the whole point.
But nope.
It's the whole point. It's the whole point.
I'm going down that road.
I'm telling you,
I'm not going back, man. You can't make me.
They just screw with people on purpose, just because it's funny, and because don't worry about it. Don't think about it so hard. You don't have to reconcile everything. Just have fun.
It's not my job.
Yeah. Well, we got this question here from Noni, at least. Hey, Ian, seeing how you're working on DC stuff, I must ask, where does the Joker keep his egg?
I don't know what this means.
All right, I
tried to Google it, and all I'm getting is Balatro wiki stuff, and I don't think that's right.
Is that what it's referring to?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Noni, help us out here.
Noni, are you in the chat?
Okay, Noni is in the chat.
Help the old man understand the memes.
Help us. We are in fact boomers over here. The Clown Egg Register is an archive of ceramic eggs painted with the personal makeup designs of a clown. And then Noni shares a picture. Okay, those things. They look basically familiar. Basically, it's to make sure that no one copies anyone else's face paint.
Oh.
Okay, and it was a memorial for clowns. Okay. That's interesting. I didn't actually know this is what you're referring to, Noni.
Now that you explained, I remember hearing about this.
Okay.
He keeps it in what's left of the fellow who stole his look.
Okay. Oh, boy. All right. We're moving on. Next up, a question from Professor Scruffy-Matt. A new Jurassic Park movie is coming out this week, and I have no plans to see it. It's disappointing considering how much I used to love the franchise. So my question to both of you is this. If Universal had hired you to write and market the new movie, how would you win back all the fans who'd been burned by the last couple movies? I kind of enjoyed the last one, but maybe that's just because I didn't have any baggage from seeing any of the previous recent ones.
I saw the newest one because friends were going and they're like, you want to go? It's like, no, but I want to hang out. So yeah.
Yeah.
And it was actually not horrendous.
I know. I was surprised. And I actually really liked Bryce Dallas Howard and Laura Dern's characters palling around, hanging out. I thought that was pretty good. I would pay to see a movie of them. I mean, that's how they'd win me back.
Yeah. So it was predictable as all get out.
Well, yeah, but it's Jurassic Park. What do you want? Dinosaurs, dumb things. They're not really exactly like, we're not talking like anything crazy here.
I mean, I was kind of rolling my eyes at how they reiterated what the main goal was.
Oh, yeah.
Explicitly, step by step, every time they transition to a new scene. And, we have to get a water dinosaur. Mosasaurs are not dinosaurs. We have to get a land dinosaur. We have to get a wind dinosaur. They're not elemental creatures, for pity's sake.
Well, I mean, dude, this is Jurassic Park or a Jurassic World. Like,
I know.
Maybe they are elemental creatures at this point. Screw it.
But like the big mutant monster dinosaurs, I was expecting that to be the main driving force, and it was not.
Mm-hmm.
They actually kept that in their back pocket for the third act and used them reasonably effectively. So, I came out of it going, all right, that at least felt like it had a bit of thought put into it.
Yeah.
A little bit, tiny bit, smidgen, but
enough. And
I forget which one of the Pratt movies it was where they got back Henry Wu to throw in the line. They don't even look right. We just engineered them that way because that's what people are expecting. It's like, okay, that is the throwaway hand wave for the rest of the franchise.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll accept that. We have long since gotten away from even the first movie is kind of campy.
Kinda?
Okay. It's very campy, but it's in a charming way.
Yes.
That none of the others seem to quite catch. There's a cynicism that kind of comes with everyone that's come after, whether it's the clear nostalgia bait or the lost environmental message or the we are going to bludgeon you with the environmental message. It never quite caught the same magic. So
yeah,
I think at this point there is no salvaging it. So you might as well drive it off the cliff in the coolest way possible. And that's go full Dino Riders.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
The government is making your cyborg velociraptors to invade whatever land, and they have frickin' laser beams on their head. And the commando squad with their superposable action vehicle play center has to catch them all. Pokemon, just make it big and dumb and flashy and stop trying to pretend that there's any real salvageable message here. And it'll sell 1 million toys and everyone will hate it and it will make all the money.
Have they had Chris Pratt actually riding a dinosaur yet? Have they?
I don't think he did.
I don't think he actually has. I don't think he ever has. What were they doing? Like what were clearly they weren't thinking, because if they were, they'd have come up with that and it would have happened. But no, they just had them riding around in that little, I don't know, orb thing in the first Jurassic World movie. Whatever.
Credit where it's due with, I think this is the 7th film now.
I don't know.
Because there was the original trilogy and then there was the Pratt trilogy and now there's this one. So I'm pretty sure this is number 7.
I think so. Yeah. 7.
Congratulations.
Okay.
You can turn it to Super Jurassic Park.
Hey, we can't make those references anymore.
With the Pratt movies, a lot of the dinosaurs didn't act like animals. They acted like movie monsters.
Right.
And that's what drove me nuts. Like, at least in the first film, sure, they were movie monsters, let's be clear, but they still were animals.
Right.
By the time we got to 3 and beyond, they became more, right up there with Wolfman and Vampire and Frankenstein's monster.
Pretty much.
In the 7th film, for the most part, even the mutant critters, they still felt like animals filling the movie monster role, except for the final like Cloverfield beast. But that thing was so much clearly, obviously a movie monster. It was forgivable because it's like you knew by looking at it, this is not meant to be taken seriously. This is a mustache twirling rancor thing.
I mean,
so fine, that gets a pass.
To be fair, Ian, this is Universal. The Jurassic Park is Universal. So, I mean, I guess if they're going to go,
I thought the Dark Universe would take, but here we are.
I mean, it's the better form anyway. Let's be real. All right, Soccercott asks, a romantic comedy with Pepe Le Pew and Minerva Mink in the lead roles. How would that play out?
Obnoxiously.
Oh, no. They wouldn't be able to stop.
I mean, like, Pepe's whole thing is he doesn't read the room well, to put it delicately.
Yeah.
And Minerva's used to that, except this time he is offensively foul to behold. So she would, instead of just being dismissive, actively run away. And this is the first time she would ever be put on the back foot. Usually she has full command of the situation. Here she does not.
Right.
And she doesn't like that, which leads to various forms of escalating cartoonish physical violence, I guess.
Sure, why not? Isn't that what we're here for? All right. Spoiler 1001 asks, well, due to unfortunate circumstances, there is now a Furby with the powers and morals of Bugs Bunny. How do we deal with it?
It's like the Godzilla in Toronto. You just watch.
I was going to say, this is like dealing with a force of nature. How do you deal with it? You don't. You just try and recover from the aftermath.
Tiny, vaguely avian thing with unlimited cartoon power and a sense of moral righteousness. That's basically Woody Woodpecker.
Okay.
So instead of the you've got a oopa.
Oh no. Oh no.
All I know is Elmer's in for a bad time.
I mean, he always is. So
be very, very quiet. I'm hunting Furbies. And that's when it just kind of like scuttles up his leg onto the trigger and makes the gun flip around and fire on him.
Oh boy. All right, we got a question from Strawberry. A hot new bombshell enters the villa. Make your own version of Love Island with fictional characters from any franchise.
This is one of those tacky dating shows, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Okay. I think
something that got a huge budget and it's all the very beautiful people that you really can't stand.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah, basically.
Muppets.
Okay.
Muppets, and you play it as straight as possible, but it's still Muppets.
I was going to put Waluigi in there.
I mean, he's basically a Muppet. Why
not? Ours would all have to be terribly funny or ugly people, or both. Apparently, you were supposed to run this by Lee ahead of time. I didn't know Lee would know this, but
I was not informed. If you want me to do extra homework, you've got to tell me.
I don't know. I think the Muppet one, Muppet Love Island, works out. Sure. We'll go with that.
I mean, Miss Piggy's going to drive most of the confrontations throughout the entire show.
Exactly.
You have Janice there next to her, who's completely oblivious to most of the drama. Oh, like Pharrell, really? All of Fozzie's pickup lines are dad jokes.
And they work, which is probably the worst part. I'm being told Miss Piggy would turn it from Love Island to Battle Royale real quick. That would be pretty good. That would be
Piggy's
funny.
Especially mad because she can't hook up with Kermit, and Kermit's like, I've already told you I'm the host of the show. I'm not part of the Bachelor lineup.
Yeah. Oh, well. All right, Tetsuya the Wise has a question. Did you know that there's a dinosaur-themed loved hotel in Tokyo? There's an animatronic T-Rex head outside the rooms, and included in the best room is a clamshell bed, a rideable Dilophosaurus animatronic right next to it, a personal sauna, fish tanks, and massage chairs. You can also order food from a dinosaur-themed menu.
I am aware of this because this seems to be like the one thing folks who go to Japan and make YouTube videos focus on at least once.
Yeah.
It's like, did you know? It's like, yes, there's like 90 videos about this place.
Yeah. It's pretty
And I think there's just a regular hotel that's also dinosaur themed with like Velociraptor bellhops. And I do hope that if you decide to go to one, you do your research and decide which one you're going to. Don't get confused.
Or do,
Otherwise,
whichever.
Life might find a way.
Oh, no. Oh, no. He said it. He said it. He said the thing. He said the line. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The Cyberspace Coco has a question. Dr. Strongwiley has created 4 new robot masters from Mega Man to face. Cheer Woman, What's Her Woman, So-and-So Woman, and the Ugly Woman. What powers does Rock inherit from each of them, and how long until he gets arrowed? Thank you, Cyberspace Coco.
Well, Mega Man, the elevators in this skull castle are broken. Looks like you'll have to use a flying dog. What the crap? Who let him bring a flying dog in here? Mad devil, you were supposed to stop the flying dog from getting into the skull castle.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Whatever power he gets, he's going to look so good.
You really got yourself with that one, didn't you?
I don't know if I can stand it going into the menu and equipping Wave of Babies. Or just launching possums that bite the opponent's legs. You know?
Yeah.
You would never know what's a stage hazard and what's not.
Oh,
you're outdoors
no.
and one of the clouds tries to eat you. Narf, 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 narf. Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
The soundtrack by Brain Creek would be amazing, though.
Well, I mean,
Mega Jigga Wugga.
Yeah. Still gotta have a little bit of that 20XT6 vibe, though. Come on.
Well, that's what you say for the X version.
Yeah. Oh, good point. Good point. 20XT6. Oh.
Nah, Sigma again. What are you doing here?
Oh, man. Oh, man.
What am I fighting for?
Damn it. Oh, man. Ah! We gotta move on before this episode gets too long. Anyway, wait, you got one more? You sound like you were queuing up one more.
No. Let's move on.
Okay,
Let's move
okay.
on. I will riff on this all night.
Oh, man. This is a good one, though. Thank you, Cyberspace Coco.
I'm sad because you're wily.
Damn it.
You must be Mega Man. You can fly on me. You can fly at a dog. All right, I'm cutting myself off.
Stop. Let's stop this. We can't keep going. Can't keep doing this. We must move on to the Aldi Roger. Hey guys, do you have any comfort media, like a favorite show or movie to put on for atmosphere, or a favorite book that you frequently reread?
Every now and again, I'll pop on like the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy, or the first Lord of the Rings movie, or the last two good Avenger movies. And they can just play in the background because I've watched them so many times. They're comfort noise, you know. Normally, if I'm working on something and the TV is on, I get really distracted. But they just become pleasant white noise, and I will, you know, pause whatever I'm doing to watch the fight with the Balrog at the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. But beyond that, you know, it's kind of like, yeah, this is fun. This is just good. I know where this goes. I can recite it while I'm typing something else.
Yeah. And a lot of times I tend to not go back to things too often just because there's like so many new things out there. I should probably, you know, spend some time with them. But, you know, like music, I'll throw on like some old favorites or, you know, some video game music remixes. I like to look up remixes of a specific song and just kind of like listen to those and be like, you know, see how they're different between each person's arrangement and stuff like that. That's always fun for me. So that's when I'll look up a specific song from like a Castlevania game or something and be like, let's see, what do people do? How do people reinterpret this one? And yeah, I'll do that. So you get that familiar along with a little bit of something new. That's why I like game music remixes in general.
If I pull on old music, it needs to be for a reason, because it will elicit a mood and a mindset, and that can derail whatever I'm doing.
Oh, sure, yeah. Depends. It depends. But, yeah, that's really kind of the thing that I would think about going back to. All right, Twilord has a question. You ever writing for fun and have it go completely off the track and onto a different track? Doing a Digimon fanfic about Myotismon biohybrids to prove a point. Now it's a T-rated short about a fun-loving fairy dude trying to seduce 3 generations of a vampire patriarch. Listen, Twilord. You do what you want to do and don't let anyone judge you for doing it.
Yep.
If your fanfic, your planned fanfic went off the rails to do something completely different than what you anticipated doing, just embrace it. Just go for it.
Yeah. I don't ever find myself going off track. I just find myself fixating on yet another half-baked project.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, I know I need to work on this, but I really want to figure this out. Okay, tons of theory crafting and base world building and mechanics figured out. Okay, now I'm kind of tired of it. What did I need to do again? And it goes back on the shelf, and I come back to it a few months later, and it's like, okay, start from scratch, because I know I wasn't satisfied with the other one, and you got 12 different starter document date number 7, 8, 9, 10, you know?
Final for real. This one's the final, I swear. And among other,
and then you find the other folder you started over because you have too many starter documents in the other folder.
Exactly. Yep. New project 2. Stuff like that. Yeah. And Walter asked a question. Do you guys like traveling? I mean, not work-related travel, places like beaches, mountains, different countries, or just interesting places in general.
No, but I don't regret it when we get there. Like, I don't like unfamiliar territory. I don't like trying to plot things out because I am a perfectionist and I hate when I don't get the directions right, or I don't know where I'm going, or I missed a turn, or I don't know where this turn is going to be, and why is the traffic so bad, and blah, 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 blah. But once we're there and experiencing something new, it's like, oh, this is neat. So if I could just like teleport, I'd be good.
Yeah. For me, it's like, yes, but also no. Like, I don't know how to quantify it exactly. Like, I like going places, but I also like not going places. Like, you know, I'll go somewhere if you drag me out of the house, but like, I'm not like chomping at the bit to go anywhere. Maybe that's it. I don't know how to quantify it exactly. Oh, well. Do we like traveling? Depends.
Don't like traveling, but do like getting to destinations.
Yeah. All right. Wiggy B has a question. Dear Mr. Ian, when writing for a series, comic or TV, how do you approach planning the overall plot versus writing individual issues or episodes, especially one that's ongoing or being made on a production schedule? Do you map out the general plot and character arcs first, then write each episode to hit the key points in the story? Or do you start with a general direction of where things are going and improvise along the way? What's your advice to make everything fall into place between the big picture and self-contained episodes?
I know we've touched on this in the past, so I'll do kind of a lighter version of this. Please check out the BumbleKast Q&A master list. It's not worded exactly like your question, but I know we've approached this. How do you tackle a project on the large scale and then down to the minutia before?
JR Unbound may have some insight into where we've talked about this before, but yeah.
Generally speaking, and this is with the considerations of, who is producing the show, what do they want, what is the episode count or issue count, what is the scope of the project, the budget, the time frame, yada, yada, yada. I like to approach it on the macro level and then work my way down. So here is the project. Where does the story begin? Where does it end? What has to be accomplished with the plot and by the characters by certain points? With that roadmap in mind, then I move down into the more focused levels. Like, okay, I know I have 12 issues to tell this story. How are the plot beats best broken up into each of these? Does it fit into a nice 3-act structure? Does it not? Does it need to be shifted around? Do I have to take it into consideration that it's going to be put into trade? How many issues go into trade? Yada, yada, yada. And for me, I prefer to plot things out so I know the road that the characters will be taking first, and then see how the characters take that path. And if I reach a point where the characters need to do something because the plot demands it, but it doesn't make sense for the characters, then I go back and look at the plot itself and go, okay, what's wrong? What needs to be adjusted? And how can we still reach this point, but in a different way that's organic to the characters? Also, if a character needs to learn a specific lesson by a certain point, what do they encounter that causes them to have that epiphany? And if they need to have this character turn by a certain point so that they can have the climactic confrontation later on, then I know I have this much time to weave things in. And this character can have more focus, or this character really needs to be backed off because we don't have enough time to do everything with everyone. And it's a lot of push and pull and adjustment, and then there are surprises along the ways where you have to completely revise something. But generally, I like to start very big in scope, very broad, and then with that foundation laid, add the details and work the pacing out from there.
Alrighty. Well, with that, we have arrived to our final question, and it's a Drogoon question. This one's from Wildcard717. So are all the realms on Galaxant on the same celestial movement? Does each different realm have birthdays differently? I.e., Jobun is 5 and Foreign is 392 just because their planets orbit slower and faster around the star / their respective stars?
No. Everybody is on the same celestial scale. Same day-night cycle, same seasons, same calendar. That much is simple because I don't do numbers very well.
Okay, so it's, Star Wars rules, basically.
Basically, but it's all within a contained system. The realms of Galaxant are all fairly universally interspersed around Nordastra. So
yeah.
That doesn't need a lot of brain juice for. If it's been 1 year on Ajaheim, it's been 1 year on Drofheim, 1 year on Himaheim, etc., etc., etc.
Okay. And traveling through space does not cause the time scale to change or anything.
No. The distance between realms is measured in thousands of kilometers, not light years.
Oh, okay.
And this is more of the equivalent of sailing the ocean between continents, not traveling planet to planet.
Okay.
The only real discrepancy would be that, most of the realms are arranged equatorially around Nordastra. So some are going to be on the daytime facing side, while some will be on the nighttime facing side. And that's just out of time zones.
It's just time zones. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's still all in sync otherwise.
Okay.
Nice and simple.
Yes. Keep it light, keep it simple. Keep it easy. Just like what we do on this show, which is about to end this time.
Oh, so sad. Thank you so much to everyone who submits their questions via patreon.com/BumbleKast, Ko-fi.com/BumbleKast, and our YouTube members, because without you, there really wouldn't be a show.
It's true. It's true.
And, yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And we will see you next time on the BumbleKast.
Bye. Hi, Ian.
Hi, Kyle.
What's up?
Tired.
Kaz says it's 1 a.m. All right, well, that sounds like a you problem.
Or an EU problem. Oh, wait.
Wait, hold on.
Brexit, stage right.
Never mind. Cassie almost came in to yell at you. What? Because you're not in the EU anymore? Because it was a bad joke? What? What are we listening for, Cassie? I'm just here.
Found a nice reference for the Robot Masters for an upcoming question.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's a lot of Robot Masters. Almost like they made 11 games. And then some.
I don't think it includes...
Does include Mega Man and Bass.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. I'm like, does it include Mega Man and Bass? That's the first thing I started looking for. Like, guess this is 12 games, yeah. Jeez. It's a lot of games. It's a lot of Robot Masters. You've been listening to the BumbleKast, a co-production of Bumble King Comics and the KNGI Network. Original theme music composed by Ken Coda Snyder. Remixed intro by T-Lopes. Find out more information, along with podcast feeder links, MP3 downloads, and more at bumbleking.com and kngi.org. What's up?
Not much, too much, more of the same.
Yeah.
I know you've been having all sorts of fun on your own end.
Yeah. I think it's over now, I hope. The car drama, at least, is over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the AC.
Well, that's the car AC drama is all one thing, technically.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the AC in your unit. Your house thing.
No. AC, no. Oh boy. I'd be a lot more pissed if the AC went out in my house.
I thought it was your car and your house at the same time.
No. It's not the car and the house at the same time. No.
Like that, I was purposely not bugging you because it's like, poor Kyle.
No.
If I say, you doing okay, buddy? He's just going to go, no!
No.
Like, okay, I understand.
No.
It rains, it pours.
No AC in the house. I mean, we've definitely had that problem before, but luckily not this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, luckily not this year. They just replaced our condenser unit last year in the middle of July, so we got up to freaking, I don't know, 90 something inside here. It's like, no thanks.
Just crawl into the freezer.
Do not want. I forget how hot it got while they were doing that in here. It got pretty warm. Got quite warm. Then again, I do have window air conditioning, so set that up, and at least one room is decent, but still, it's like...
horrible.
Still, it's like, walk out to the kitchen and you're cooking, or go to the bathroom, and it's like freaking... Yeesh. Cassie, you may not like it when it rains here. It gets pretty humid. Not like probably your style of humid that you have there, but still, it's pretty bad. Oy. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of what it feels like here. Yeah. You're not wrong. Also, I've been to South Carolina in June. That's also what it feels like.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, hey, you grew up in North Carolina, dude. It's not that different, is it?
No, no. And, as bad as it can be in Toronto, it's like, it could be worse.
It could be much worse.
It could be so much worse.
I don't know how anyone lives there. It's just like, wow, all right, this is what life is like on this side of the country, huh? All right.
I mean, it's been nasty hot here for a while, like unbearably hot.
Yeah.
You walk outside and you get hit by that heat. You know that kind of feeling.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not humid as much. So,
right.
And apparently the country's fever broke because it's been pleasantly cool the past few days.
Surprisingly, not nearly as hot here as what I expect for middle of July. But yeah, I think that's about to change.
We still got to get through August, and I'm willing to bet it's still going to be toasty through September and into October.
Oh yeah, October will be still warm here. Oh well, whatever. Going outside's for losers and suckers. And also people who do amazing work and somehow don't die. Do things to keep the rest of us from not having to go outside so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Why go outside when BumbleKast is inside? Exactly. Comic the Hedgehog, man, you are the smartest person here.
Because BumbleKast can go outside with your mobile device.
Quiet, heretic.
Shut up. Yeah, but BumbleKast doesn't have to record outside.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Bumble Caves. Where it's Bumble cold and Bumble climate controlled.
Down in the deep dark.